What's up, cousins? It's DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. I need you guys to come in, join the discussion, become a subscriber if you are not already, and make sure your notification bells are on so that you don't miss a thing. What's up, cousins? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY. I'm here to bring you guys and another thing, okay? Because we got some other things to talk about. And I always do this with my co-host, Miss V with the T, and I'm gonna bring her up in just a second. But first, I need y'all to come on in to this cookout, okay? While I get a little housekeeping things done. I hope that you all had a good day, enjoyed some part of outside because it is hot. It is hot out here. Hey, Miss Deborah. I got Miss Deborah Trials in the house. She is a member. I appreciate you coming through and supporting. Also, we have Miss Teresa, also a member coming through and supporting. Miss Baby Peaches is in the house, also a member coming through and supporting. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Dyrese. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Michi. Nice to have every single one of y'all, my cousins, up in here. Y'all know how I feel about y'all, okay? We look good, smell good, and we have a good damn time. That is how it goes. So, yes, come on in, come on in. I do want to ask you guys, I know you ask about my t-shirts all the time. I had a t-shirt on Sunday when I did the Belle Collective review. Let me put it up here. It was this one right here, Mr. James Baldwin. Y'all know how I feel about my authors, okay? Here is a picture of me wearing it on Sunday. And if you guys would like to buy, there is like a little shopping icon. If y'all don't see it on your screen now, when I hang up from this live, y'all can come back on and it will take you directly where to buy, okay? It is a Black designer. She's awesome sauce. And I want to make sure that, you know, we support, we do what we're supposed to do over here. Okay, now I'm going to bring up my friend, Miss V with the T.
Hi.
Hi, girlfriend. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm excellent. Nice to have you, friend.
Good to be here. Always a time. We always have a good combo.
Always have a great convo. Always have a great time. And we got some things to talk about. I mean, reality TV has been a rocking these last couple of days, weeks.
Chaotic.
Chaotic. So yes, on my little thumbnail, if I can get it back up here, I had Married at First Sight.
Okay.
Married at First Sight, Belle Collective, because you know how I feel about them. And then we're also going to talk about Portia, and I'd like to get your thoughts on Portia and Shamea. They have been such a hot button, can't even say button. They've been such a hot button topic. I mean, I don't think anybody's, you know, rested their tongue off of them since they've started, you know, in Scotland. So I wanted to also talk about them and then get your thoughts specifically, child, because I've been saying quite a bit. But why don't we start with Married at First Sight first?
Okay.
That's a new show. We're on episode 3, right?
Yes, we get 3 more episodes dropping tomorrow. So
Tomorrow.
3 episodes, yes.
Okay. So they got finished with all of the weddings, and I don't remember how many couples are involved, but there is 2 Black couples, Michi and Belle Jolie, and then we have, what is his name, Nikki and Sean?
I'm looking now, but yeah, I think that's his name, Sean.
Okay. Nikki and Sean are in the corner on the bottom, and they are the older couple. I think he's 47.
Are they older? How
Huh?
old is she? How old is she?
She's 46.
She looks good. I would not have guessed that. I just thought he was older. I did not think she was older. She looks great.
She's a beautiful 46. She does look great. She looks very pretty, but I am about to I'm about to blast her. Sorry. Are you about to have her?
We on the same page. I'm sure we on the same page.
Okay, for a couple of things. Number one, that dress. Hold on, child. Do I even have it up here? Is this it? What happened? Did you notice this?
No, I did not. Diana, no, you
Oh.
didn't zoom in on.
I was sitting, let me tell y'all something. I love me a wedding. Okay. That's the first thing. I don't care if it's on TV, in person, whatever. I don't care how much
Oh my
money
God.
you pay into it or how little. But baby, when she turned around on that damn camera, she was like looking at herself, talking about how beautiful the dress was. And I said, baby girl, did you zip the dress? Like, why didn't you zip it all the way up? And then I zoomed in on that mofo. I said, oh, hell no.
Oh my gosh. And
Look
those
at this.
threads, look at the threads hanging. It looked like it bust or something.
That's right. That's why I'm showing it. I said, what happened? She
Oh, you
upset
didn't
the
even-
heck out of me. I was so upset. I was so upset. I could not. But I say all of that because number one, Vanessa, the camera zoomed in on it. I wouldn't have noticed, just, when she turned around, the camera zooms in on her back. And I went, why did y'all do that? And then I started paying attention to it. I rewound the TV, the show, and I said, oh shit. So she's being very picky and particular about the money, about how tall he need to be, about, and she wasn't particular about this
Messy.
damn dress.
Oh, these camera people so messy. You and the crazy thing is I always catch little details with that. I think I was so distracted by the pure just gut-wrenching of it all with this wedding and how she did not seem to want to marry him. I was like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. But I did not catch that.
It was a lot. It was a lot. There was a whole bunch of stuff because I've been watching Love After Lockup this season too.
You
And
have?
I have. I've watched every episode. I am child Moo, Bonita, Gigi. I have been in everybody's business. But yes, I even went back and looked at some other seasons because between Married at First Sight, where people are like, you know what, I can't find my body, so I want to get an expert to find them. And the second they see them, they're like, womp womp, I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Mm.
But Love After Lockup, these people never seen each other. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? They're just pen pals and talking on the phone. And then they meet these people in person and they have meth mouth and whatever else. And they will tongue kiss. They will deep throat each other. And I'm always like, see, this just goes to show you how crazy love actually is.
Is it love? Is it
Huh?
love? I don't know
Is
if
it?
it's love.
You don't call what's going on Love After
Desperation
Lockup.
Love After Lockup and Married at First Sight. Like,
Okay. What? Say it, Vanessa. Say what's on your heart.
what's on my heart is there has to be a certain level of delusion and desperation to
Mm-hmm.
go on a show on national TV and marry someone that you have never met. There has to be, in some of these Love After Lockup cases, they were actually together before they got locked up. Very far and few in between. For the most part, what makes you get up on a website to find someone to fall in love with that's in prison? A lot of the times I ain't even gonna just say it's desperation or delusion. Sometimes it's past traumas that lead them to, there's
Loneliness.
always a backstory to it. But yeah, on both shows, it's like, what led you here? How did we
Right.
get here?
Loneliness and they whatever. Maybe they don't have what's the word I'm looking for? They're not very social people. And so
Yeah.
they find themselves on these websites thinking that someone in jail is desperate enough to mate with them. But usually they're just scamming. I think the
Yeah,
people
they're
that are scamming.
scamming. Yes, sometimes they're scamming. Sometimes they're looking for a companion themselves until they get out. It's a lot going on Love
Mhm.
After Lockup. I'm just glad to hear you're watching because it's far and few between content creators that cover Love After Lockup, and I'm a day one watcher of it. So
Okay.
to have someone else that watches that, I'm like, Yes, you gotta.
I don't know how. I think I probably
Think
saw
about
it
it.
on your page first, but when I something happened where I saw Moo and Bonita, and I was like, baby, let me check this out. But yeah, I think that this season is actually more entertaining. But I watch on and off because you know it
Yeah,
can be a lot to take in sometime. But it's a
it
good season
is.
so far.
Yeah. Well, you have to try Age Inappropriate. There's a new show coming on called Age Inappropriate that starts, I think, is it the 9th of August or the 7th, whichever's the Friday, the 7th of August on WeTV.
On we okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll definitely watch. We should be talking about these things. But
Yes.
yes, I just wanted to know your feelings. 47, 46. This guy who's never, and he's one of them. Like from the second he got on, he had a chance to talk to her, right? He's like, oh, my dad always told me I was going to be a doctor. So I'm a doctor. And then everything he's saying to her, you can see like her, like she's lifted up, like, oh, okay, well, at least they picked a doctor for me. And then when she was like, oh, I married a doctor. And he's like, it's not an MD, it's a PhD. I said, sir, if you don't stop disappointing that lady, it seemed like every time he opened his mouth, he was just like, she was just like, retracting, like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I
Diana,
am
her
loving it so
standing
far.
at the altar, with her standing at the altar and saying, like, I'm waiting for my husband to show up, when he was standing right there, I died. How
And she kept
embarrassing.
looking back, and you could see all of her family and friends know she cannot stand this man because she kept looking back at them like, bitch, are you going to save me or what? Can some of y'all,
Help
somebody
me.
lay out, pretend to have a heart attack so I can go? Yes, ma'am. She did not, she was like done. And he could see it because he kept saying, well, what should we start? Like he didn't know what to do. Anyway,
Yeah. I
she
just think that her expectations, she wanted someone who made over 250,000 a year. She wanted someone that was tall, lean, fit. I think that first of all, these matchmakers is playing in these people's face. First of all, I like when you said the word expert. I'm like, Diana, that's yet to be determined if they are experts. But I think they showed her, this is what's in your pool of 250,000 and up, that's willing to marry someone that they never met.
that's exactly what he said, isn't it? This is in your pool. Because she said,
Yeah.
I want I want the TV marriage. And I went, baby, nobody has a TV marriage. So yeah, even when she said that, I went, oh, they're about to just blow the roof off the mother
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah, and even with that, like the expert, what's his name? Is it Paul? I believe his name is the expert's name. But he was
Mhm.
saying, like, you do know the statistics of someone that makes over 250,000 in the pool of that. And then on top of that, you got to deduct all the people that are not willing to marry at first sight on national
On
TV.
national TV.
This is what you got, honey girl.
Yeah, all she did was smile. And that is why I am showing her back. That is exactly why. Because I said, sis, maybe both of y'all could have done better. You know what I'm saying? This dress is a mess, and that should have told you. She had her veil on, so the veil covered her back, but the fact that the camera people did her dirty, production did her dirty and showed her off, I said, I'm definitely talking about her today. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about Belle Collective. Your
Okay.
favorite person was the topic of discussion on last week's episode, girl. How are you feeling about her? You like her any better?
I was about to say the same. I'm not feeling any different. They tried to eat me up in the comments because I made a comment. That's just me. I like to joke. I don't. And I'm not replying to these people. Like, let's be for real. But they were saying, because I said I know his DMs is flooded after that episode. I just know it. I know
Yes.
his DMs is flooded after that episode. First of all, I'm not sleeping on no couch, no pull-up couch pushed up against a closet. I'm not doing that. And if my husband wanted to leave and he's saying, yo, they're disrespecting you by putting you here, and me, I would have felt disrespected. That's me. I would have felt disrespected. and me and my husband, we out. We'll see you in the morning. We don't need to be a collective while we sleeping. We can hang out.
Absolutely.
We can do the activities and all that. But when it comes time to go to sleep, we gone. There
Absolutely.
wouldn't have been no argument about that.
Okay, that was my first question. Whether or not you would have stayed or you would have rocked with your husband.
Absolutely not. My husband knows me well enough. We would have
Okay.
used what she call them the titanium Marriott points. We would have used that in a
Or
hurry.
not. I would have just paid it, but exactly, I wouldn't care. I said the same thing, and I can't wait to get to the reunion because once she sees that all of her castmates were like, girl, they were all on Matt's side in confessional. I
Mm-hmm.
can't wait to see her reaction to that
Yeah.
because I didn't realize that Carrie felt so insecure about her place in the collective. Do you think that's what's going on? Because she kept saying, you're not a team player, you're bougie, you're stuck up. She was blaming him, as in, if this trip doesn't go well, it's your fault. And you know what this means to me. Do you think that?
Um, I didn't necessarily pick up on insecure in her spot. I think that she received so much backlash about her comments on Jackson and it being like this ghetto place or like sophisticratchet ratchet, whatever she called it. I
Hmm.
think that she is trying not to continue to portray that image that she's above that, but
Okay.
mm-mm.
I was getting the impression she was just a slightly insecure about her
I can see
position, but
that.
that could be it too.
Yeah.
Definitely. What else was weird? Oh, when she said, my husband never gives me any pushback. Like anything I say or do, he usually rolls with. And this is shocking for her. I don't know. She just made herself seem like such a bully.
Mhm. Yeah. I
I
caught that
mean,
too.
if anything, because the ladies will be like, Carrie, like in their confessional, Carrie's doing too much. Even though I don't think she gets that kind of edit all the time she has with her mother-in-law, but
Mhm.
in general, no. But with Matt, and she said, he doesn't push back with me on anything. I was like, girl, then you should definitely cut it out.
Yeah, because now he's seeing it. It's different when you're watching your life back on TV and he's seeing and hearing what other people have to say. You know, reality TV stars can act like the opinion of the public doesn't matter, but it affects them. And I'm sure him
Yeah,
watching it back, he probably was a go with the flow, kind of like, happy wife, happy life type of situation. But now seeing it, it's more than it's disrespectful. It's truly disrespectful. Her
it
on
is.
that on the Sprinter van when they were going back and she like, I can't believe he just like talking about him like he's not sitting right there and not being a unified front was just crazy to me.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I said, Carrie, you just gave life to your mother-in-law saying, you need to tame her. You need to tame her. Even though that's still a wild thing to say. That's still
Right,
wild to
right,
say.
right.
But it was like, oh, this makes so much more sense about your dynamic. You really don't like anything in your household, you know what I'm saying, to go outside. So she actually made herself look worse. It's unfortunate. I mean, even
Yeah.
though I still like myself some Carrie, I do like Carrie. I like her story. I might be
I
the only one
know.
Carrie. Huh?
I know you like her. And I don't dislike her. And I told you I think she brings something to the show. She get the girls up in arms. She get them to tussling with her back and forth with, they go back and forth. Her and Mary, I love that
Hmm.
dynamic. I mean, not Mary, Marie. I love that dynamic. I
Hmm.
do. I just sometimes I watch with a little cringe. No, stop saying that. Stop acting like that towards your
A
husband
little
and
bit.
even with your mother-in-law. So that's it. But
A
I
little
don't want to
bit.
see her leave. That I don't. She's good for the show.
I'll say this. Carrie does have a strong personality, and I think that her and Marie moving forward, now that she's brought this side of herself out to the world, I think that next season her and Marie are going to have a super clash. Something tells me that all gloves are off. It's time, so we're going
Yeah.
to see that. I do want to say that her mother-in-law, She is out here showing everybody that she is an artiste. Friend, have you seen this video?
No, I didn't. You didn't. You got to share with me her profile. I know you showed me that you found her on social media, but I didn't start following. So what is she doing?
Hold on, girl. Let me see if
Get this lady back off us.
I can't get my other screen up. Hold on. I got that back pick off. Why won't it help? Why won't it do it? Um, y'all forgive me. Let me see. These little screens back here, they never work when I start pushing on them. I don't know. Hold on, friend. I'm gonna have you all over the place.
No
Oh no.
way.
Oh no. I can't get her up. Oh, here she is. Well, for Pete's sake. Here she is. One moment.
Wow.
Okay, so she is an actual artist, y'all. Look at her. This is a painting that she has, and she says that anytime she's painting, she's in her zone. So the other week, look at her bouncing
She
around.
having a time.
Okay, I told y'all that she used to own a restaurant for over 20 years. So Carrie was putting a whole lot of stank on that lady's name that just wasn't true. She was painting a very different picture. She made
I
it seem
love
like
her.
Matt's mama just had kids and lived off his daddy's money, which would be fine because that's her business. But yeah, that's it. That's all I want to show you. Back
That's
up.
actually beautiful. I love that. She has like I love seeing her. I know no, I don't agree with everything she says and telling Matt to tame Carrie and all of that, but I just love her vibe. She's just in her own little world. I love that for her.
I agree. I think that, I like to see all the generations of family, and I like to see who we are as Black women in particular as we get older. Like, what's the shit you tolerate? What don't you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just important that we see us on all levels all the time. We don't always get to see ourselves like that. All right, speaking of get to see yourself, let's get to my favorite show. I'm gonna move a little faster today, but let's talk about RHOA. All right, I was on for 2 hours talking all kinds of mess last weekend.
I
Or was
saw,
that
girl.
Monday? That was Monday.
I
Feel like
saw.
oh, did you see?
I saw a little bit of it. I was like, oh, okay, she up here almost like you said, almost 2 hours going in on them.
Yes, it was a time. Okay, but I'm gonna catch my breath and give myself a break. And now I'm going to ask you because I need to hear different perspectives. Okay, let's start with Kelly and Shamia and their friendship. So it opens, last week they ran out of that out of the restaurant, the two of them, and Shamia was crying, and she at the time was like, I can't believe what Portia did to me in regards to her retaliating and saying X, Y, and Z. Your mama slept with your daddy's brother, but she never said what she said. You know what I'm saying? So here's my question to you, friend, and another thing. I want to know how you feel about Kelly, who was sitting at that table at the time, was able to see everybody's face and their reaction to Shamia. Basically, them like frozen with shock, like, oh my
Mhm.
God, you know what I'm saying? And you can tell that the energy just shifted. Do you think that Kelly was obligated as a person on this show, even though Shami is her friend, but she's also a cast member who should be getting to the money? Do you think that Kelly was obligated to say to her friend, bitch, did you see? You went too far. Do you think that she was obligated to do that? Because we haven't heard her say that yet.
Yeah, like we want friends. I know I want friends that are honest with me and tell me like, okay, you gone too far. And even if it wasn't like a at the table in front of everybody when they did leave and go to the van or go back to the hotel, it should have been like, yeah, that wasn't the time for that. You went a little too far. I would expect her to say that, but she can't upset the money. She can't upset the money because I told you I think Shamia paid for them teeth. But and this fake guy they made up. But I did see Kelly out. She was on a yacht like yesterday or so, and
Mm-hmm.
she put up like, oh, thank you, baby. Like it's this guy Jarvis that did it with no picture of him. I guess he's like the new Big Papa. We're going down
Oh
that.
my
We're
God.
going down that road now. It's like been there, done that, girl. But I don't know. I think this is all Shamia. I think it's a friendship of convenience. I think it's a friendship of for Shamia, it's nobody else is my friend. So hey, best friend, best friend, best friend. But
Mhm.
yeah, I would expect Kelly to say to her friend, you probably shouldn't have went that far. And you started this conversation, and it was like, why did we even have to go there? Why did it even have to be a conversation of you don't want me around your daughter when they were reconciling at some point somehow, right? It just felt like she wanted to throw that in there because it was like, okay, she done made up with Kelly. They cool. Her and K Michelle ain't beefing no more, and I'm still left on the outs. It was almost like a tantrum. It felt like
You
to
think it
bring
was a
that up.
tantrum with Shamia?
Yeah, I feel like with Shamia bringing that up at that time of, well, why you don't want me around your kid and all of that stuff. It was like almost a calculated tantrum, or like it came out to me like she was upset that Portia had made up with Kelly and everyone else but couldn't make up with her, and they're still on the outs, and she wanted to like poke the bear. That's what I got from it.
Okay. Okay. I agree. And for me, I feel like if it's the season started out with Kelly saying, I don't have much of a story. I mean, for all intents and purposes, my husband is not, ex-husband's not allowing me to film with my children. She started doing the same thing with, jumping on Portia, which is fine. That's cool. But if you want to bring any type of meaning for the audience in regards to you and Shamia's friendship, I think that she's going to have to address her about why she brought that up. And I'm hoping that she does it within the season. But if she doesn't, she's gonna have to bring it up next season
Yeah.
because again, I realize that this is like divided. Like everybody keeps saying, Portia started it. She brought up the moms. It's not the same. It's not the same. I had put this on my page a little earlier, and someone, I think it was Cynthia, who said recently, in all of her history of RHOA, she's never been as uncomfortable as she was sitting at that table when Shamia brought
That's
up the
correct.
moms. And someone said, well, the most disrespectful thing is what Angela said to Shamia about sleeping with the Braves or whoever she said, the Falcons and the Hawks. And I said, but at least Angela did that it was a one-on-one. She wasn't making anybody else uncomfortable. Bringing everybody into it is what made them an uncomfortable moment.
Right.
Um,
And
so
bringing the mamas into it, like what Portia said about her mother and the daycare and stuff, don't hit the same as you accusing her mama of trying to sleep with your daddy. Like it's not. It's comparing apples to oranges.
not to mention, the mamas probably don't even get down like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they're not even there anymore. That's a part of their life they don't even entertain. So, why did you bring that up? They are great great grandmas right now, child. Leave them
Yeah.
people alone. Oh
It
my
felt
goodness.
calculated. It feels like Shamia thought that that was going to turn the audience against Portia. I think I need her to realize that you are not going to stop Portia's fan base. You're really not going to. As hard as you think you think you can flip it, it's not going to happen. It's not.
Right, flip it. That's the thing. You're not going to flip it. And nobody, none of Portia's fan base, in my opinion, at least up until that point, was going after Shamia. That's what's weird. They weren't even, she wasn't even a thought.
Yeah, and
I don't
Portia
think
wasn't
anyway.
wasn't a thought for Portia either. Like we talked about that before, how the entire season Portia ain't really said nothing about how she been paying that woman dust. She
Mm,
ain't been paying her no mind. Anybody talking about her, she get up and walk out. She don't engage in the conversation, and then here you are on a girls' trip talking about you don't want me around your kid. Like what?
right,
No, no, don't nobody want their no their friends around their kids if they beefing. No.
right. Exactly. 1000%. Okay, let's move into this next scene and the next, I don't know, little white lie that Shamia may have told on the show. Um, so they get to the club, and I realized that I know Kelly talked her into going, and maybe production did too, because they got to film a show. So they get her back to the club because it looked like the producer wants someone was walking behind the two of them, and she said that everybody fled the scene, and then Angela, who can't stand her, who said, "Baby, I absolutely think you slept with everybody." Um, she stayed. She said, "Bitch, I stayed and supported you. I'm surprised you didn't see me. My camera was in your face." What's your thoughts on why do you think she keeps lying like that? What do you
And
think is
Cynthia
wrong with
said she
her?
stayed too, right? Cynthia also came out and said that she stayed behind too until her performance was over and then she left. I just feel like Shamia at times, not saying she's doing it intentionally,
Okay.
plays this victim and plays on wants the sympathy of the audience. And I felt like that ever since last season, after the season wrapped and the reunion wrapped, and she did that apology YouTube episode that Drew loves to impersonate and does such a great job at
Right.
it. It's just like she falls into this like wimpy victim role. And everybody left when it was my performance. Because you heard her say that. Like, everybody left when it
Right.
was my performance. Like, the club wasn't that big. They literally was in each other's face when she had the microphone. She had to see them. It was only one song. It's not like you did a whole set, sis. I don't know why. I
Okay.
don't know why.
And I
Just
said this a couple of times. I said this a couple of times to the audience, like, we're trying to learn everybody's personality, especially if we blog. We might look at it a little differently than the audience, because y'all turn off y'all TV, y'all gotta go. We try to break things down and figure things out, so we think about it a little differently. And for me, I'm still trying to learn her personality and try to figure out, do you always over exaggerate even the tiniest thing? Because if that's the case, I can, later on, I can just forget about it. Like, we know who Shamia is. That's just what she does. Kind of like with Drew. Drew used to irk my nerves. And this season, I'm finally like, Drew was so subtle. I don't know if she just had so much going on with her marriage
yeah.
and the divorce, but she was she was chill for the most part. But Shamia, she over exaggerates things, and then when we're trying to figure it out, like, oh, but that's difficult for us as a content creator too. Like, is this heifer crazy?
Yeah.
What is she doing? But yes, what did you say? Brown Sugar said, Diana, Shamia brought up the moms first last season. She did. I talked about that in the review. She brought up the mom, and she was looking for some sort of sympathy from Cynthia when she went to her and said, "This is what Portia told me." Portia told her that off screen, so we didn't get to see it, which was,
Mm.
my mama said this about you in something we were filming. And I think she was trying to give her a heads up so that she didn't feel a way about it, but she used it. She used it. And Cynthia said, I'm sorry to hear that, but I want y'all to still be friends. Like, she didn't take a
Mhm.
side or anything, but you guys are right. What else? What else? What else did I
Well, I
say?
want to just talk about that really quickly, what you mentioned
Okay.
about how you're trying to figure out Shamia's personality. And Diana, I
Mhm.
feel like Shamia is still trying to figure out Shamia. And that's why we're struggling to connect. And I
Okay.
told you, like, all of the dancing and hoopla, and I get the people comment, "Oh, she's just happy, and you guys aren't. You can't get with someone being happy." It's not that. It seems to me, it just feels like a mask, a persona of wanting to be liked and
Mhm.
not really falling into who she is, standing on that, whether people like it or not,
Mhm.
and dressing it up with everybody's my best friend. Hey, best friend, let me put on a bunch of labels because that's what they like. They want to see someone in the designer. It's like she's still figuring out who she is outside of just being Candy's friend on the show or Portia's friend on the show or just being Gerald's wife. She's still trying to see. It seems like she's trying to figure that out. So good
One
luck. Diana, because she ain't even figured it out. I don't know if you're gonna be able to.
I agree with you, friend. I listen because people be like, "You hate Jimmy," and I'm like, I don't hate her because I realize that I'm having these breakdown conversations, but it's me trying to break her down. Like, where's this coming from? Why would you say that if that wasn't true? And it's easy to prove. That's the other part that's wild. If I saw somebody that I thought had it in for me, like you, she says, Angela got it in for me, mind your damn business, stay out of what I got going on. And I see her with a camera phone, I'm not going to say they all left because I would think that heifer be the first to show it. So that's what, for us, when we're watching, and for the content creators who's talking about it, we're watching thinking, she doesn't realize how bad this comes off because the production team is going to use it against her too. But yes, girl. Hey, Teresa, nice to have you, friend. Hey, Belicious, nice to have you, friend. But yes, so all of this is what we were talking about. So here's the other one I have for you is, how do you feel after she finished her performance, which I thought after it was proven they all stayed, I said, that was like really nice of them to all stay and not run out of there just because they saw Portia leave. We did see people go into the room to say, hey, Portia, are you okay? But they came back to listen to her performance. And I thought that was really top tier of them, like, cool. But how do you feel about them after she finished performing saying, you know what, let's wrap it up? Because we don't know how it was before Kelly and Shamia made it there. Could have been
I mean, it felt like the night was done at that point after the performances and after what had happened. I just don't feel like anybody seemed to be in the space to fake it till they make it. It was like the conversation that had just went down about your mama, like nobody wanted to be around that. Nobody came on a trip for that. Like, you know what I mean? So I just felt like after that, they were all done. Not necessarily like, oh, we're taking a stance, we're on Portia's side. It's like the night's ruined. That's what it felt like to me. But I tell you what, Diana, I do want to say this. Give me a Housewives of Atlanta tour. I would actually go. I would go watch Shamia, K. Michelle, and Drew on tour together. I would so go see that. If they do like a club tour or a city winery tour, I'm so there. I enjoyed that little concert.
Me too. I swear to God, I was like, oh my goodness. When you're listening to it on social media, it's just the bop. But when I saw everybody dancing to it and everybody was singing on the show, I said the same thing. I was like, all of those girls can sing their ass off.
Yes. And I didn't know Scotland get down like that. I was like, they got a club like that in Scotland. They was lit. Oh.
And I'm going to tell you, sometimes you listen to like, little teeny bopper pop music, whatever the do, but even Drew, I was like, damn, this would be real cute if they did, get themselves together and go up to the club and child, I will invite you down here. If you need a place
right
to stay, I got an extra room and we can go on down there, child. I agree. Yeah. Those ladies are super talented. And I'm going to tell you something else since you brought it up. It was really cool to see, even though they had that little ghetto fab moment where they flip out, it was really good to see how talented all those ladies were in one space. Like, even though Portia didn't get to sing her song, child. Even though Portia didn't get to sing her song.
That wasn't a club song. No, that's not a club song.
It's not a club song.
She was going to do Flatline.
Yeah, Flatline.
But I did see her extra footage that she posted of them dancing. They was playing all the ATL songs. She was hands touching the toes, bent over dancing. They had a time out there.
I said it. The funny part about it, because I reported on that too, about them dancing at the club. When Cynthia said we didn't see any Black people in Scotland until we showed up at the club, right? And I said, baby, tell me y'all didn't take the crowd with y'all when y'all left, because that's what it's that's what it sounded like. Everybody was in club appearance live, and then they left, and then the club said, baby, turn the lights on. It's time to go.
Yeah.
We done. Go ahead
Everybody
and get your
left.
coat.
Yeah, it was
That's
like it felt
right.
like everybody left, not just Shamia performed fine, good, we're done and we're leaving. It was like the night was done. They had a good time, but yeah, I ain't know Scotland. Y'all get down like that though.
No, they knew every damn. They was swag surfing, child. They was doing everything.
They was
Okay.
taking it through there, having a time.
I know, I know. Okay, so we all know that we're supposed to find a black club when we go out anywhere out the country.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my other question, because we've all said what Shamia should not have done, bringing up the mamas. How about Portia? What's your feelings on Portia getting just as low down, dirty, grimy, nasty, and accusing Shamia's mama of sleeping with her brother? Do you think that she should have went an eye for an eye, or do you think she should have known better and shut?
Yeah, I just didn't want her to go there with her. I wanted her to continue to pay her dust and continue to. Both of them. I just want them to coexist. I'm not even looking for them to reconcile or be back best friends. I
Mhm.
just want them to coexist in the group because we do fine when they just do that. We were doing fine up until that moment when she did that, but I did not want Portia to quote unquote lay down in the mud with her. I
Okay.
didn't. She started off the conversation real calm and kind of like, no, I don't want my daughter around you if I'm not comfortable with that. And leave it at that. Just address it and move on. I would have definitely questioned, like, well, why are you bringing that up now, and address it and move on. But no, I did not. When she said that, I was like, damn, why we go here? Like,
Okay.
I want her to just stay above it. You know, she said she got that God in her now. I wanted her to she's changed because I mean, we've known Portia to we
The reason why I brought
so
it up, yeah, the reason why I brought it up is because I'm like, we are people have been giving her that attack, and then they're using Portia saying whatever in season 16. But let's talk about what the hell she said in season 17. Was it warranted? Should she have bridled her tongue and said, Shamia, this is about as low as you can go? And I could say some nasty shit, but I'm choosing not to. She could have
yeah.
said that because now, as she has said with her sister, I don't think I can hold back no more. I think that I'm gonna say whenever, if whatever the spirit hits me, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Um,
And
and
Portia does give me the vibe that when somebody goes low with her, she's going low too, even if it's a lie, even if it's not verified facts. Like she gonna go there and it be like, I want her to reel it back. Cause even the thing with Kelly and like the man was on the phone with somebody else and saying that Kelly was in the bed and all. It was like, girl, what? I love you, Portia, but what?
you weren't buying that when she said the minister on the plane.
Yeah, the pastor
Yeah,
down at the BT and all of this stuff. It'd be like at that point, she going all the way. No
girl,
matter if it's true or not, ain't got now receipt. We ain't seen one receipt all season. But she will throw something at you. That's where I want her to kind of like just work on that a little bit.
okay. Well, that's what I was asking. I said, well, are people even gonna believe Portia now? Whatever because she came out and said your friend is a. Did she say the friend is a minister? Whoever she is accusing Shamia of having an affair with now, she was like, your friend who
She
is a
said
minister.
she was sleeping with the friend's husband, sleeping with the friend's husband,
A
and
friend from
he
high
was
school who's her
yeah,
manager and a minister.
uh-huh. And then on top of that, and there's plenty of more where that came from. She said that to like there's more than just this person. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's what I was asking. Do we want Portia to pump the brakes? If you guys are Portia fans in the chat and you want her to pump the brakes, go ahead and type brakes. And if you're like, oh, whatever, an eye for an eye, go ahead and put I in the chat. Okay. Brakes or I. You want Portia to continue to return the serve, return the shot. Go ahead and put it in there. I want to
Now she
know.
can return the shot. Let's just
Okay.
not go that low. Okay.
Don't go
You
that
can
low.
return the shot, but we ain't gotta go back with another comment about the mama and all of that. Just return
Okay.
the shot, but we ain't gotta go there.
Got it. Okay. And I'm going to say that Portia went just as low. Portia did go just as low as Shamia. Everybody's saying that it's okay to do an eye for an eye.
Y'all is savage.
Say, baby, all the eyes, all the eyes. I don't have enough eyes. Okay. Only one person said, go ahead and pump them damn brakes. But yes, I would say too that at this point, everybody's mama's is up for grabs. Okay. You said she started with Pilar. Oh, she started with Pilar. So yeah, I understand.
I get where y'all coming from. At that point, y'all feel like everybody can get it. But I just didn't let her go there with her. I wanted her to kind of point out like how low that was, then turn that back on her instead of going there. But I get it. Okay, we got some savages on tonight.
I agree. Look, everybody said, child, I don't know what you're talking about, Diana. You get yourself. You two stop that, okay? You said talking about Portia took it to hell. No, Shamia, you did. Yeah, I agree. Portia took it to hell after, but then I started thinking, should she even have said that? And sometimes you can't stop it. She said she knew herself, and she told her sister when she said, baby, don't let her get to you. She said, it's too late. I've been got, okay? There's no coming back from this. I'm done. Okay. So here's my other question, friend. I don't know if I asked you this last week, but Portia gets on the phone with her sister and she said, is the bitch trying to destiny swap? What are your feelings on Shamia and her happiness and all of the iron she has in the fire? Dancer, singer, actress, radio personality, cheerleader. What else does she do? I guess her liquor brand fell through, so she's not.
She didn't import the peaches.
She couldn't import the peaches. She admits that her liquor brand fell through. Happily married of 9 years. Today's her anniversary. And she's already
a wedding anniversary, or is it just the anniversary of when they met?
It's their wedding anniversary. They were married on the 22nd of July. And she's already planning her 10th wedding anniversary. So Gerald's going to have to sleep with one eye open if he thinks he's going to get away. He ain't going to be sneaking around to see no doggone divorce lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So she said that all of the nonsense Angela was spewing was messing up her day job over there with the Hawks. She never said that it was interfering with, at least not on the show, I don't think she said it, that it was interfering with her marriage. And today she said that she made a post where she said she's going to Kenya for her 10th anniversary. But my question to you is, do you think that this lady is happy, or is there just something that's not being fulfilled for her and she might be trying to destiny swap? Because there's one thing about Portia, at least for me, is she goes through some pretty hard, crazy stuff, but essentially when she shows up in her happy moment, she's happy. And she said, I've had feelings where I wanted to harm myself, and being a mom is what kind of saved me from doing things to myself. But when she shows up, she looks genuinely happy. So what are your thoughts?
I feel like Shamia may not want to fully destiny swap, but she does want a stronger backbone. I think she wants some independence from just Gerald's money. And she sees that in the women in the group, Portia being one of them, that can hire a lawyer and get rid of a dude and move on and keep her house and win all in the courtroom and stuff. There's something to be said about that. But I just think Shamia would be happier off of this show.
Do you?
I do. I want her to. I love that she sings. I love that she acts. I think there's a lane for her to do more acting. She might want to work with Dennis on her music, even though I heard her say recently that she's not going to be working with him. But I think she would be happier off this show. I don't think she can handle the public scrutiny, the fan base that doesn't really care for her. I don't think she doesn't want to be married, and she doesn't necessarily want Portia's dating life or her single life. She just wants her own independence and to be able to speak up for herself. I think she wants those things, not just from Portia, but from pretty much all the women on the show.
Do you think she wants her fame? Because for everything that Shamea has, she doesn't have the global fame that Portia has. Portia's recognizable all over the globe. I don't think people recognize Shamea.
No, and she wants that just as bad as she wants to be liked by everyone. That includes the audience. I would agree with that.
Okay. I think that's what she meant when she said destiny swap. Like, I think you believe that if you're here, you're going to be me, and you're not. That's what I thought, but could be wrong, child. She already destiny swapped. She want P's favor and fame, and she ended up with the rich African, which is the other thing Portia wanted first. You think Portia wanted a rich African before she got a rich African? This is Portia's second marriage. She's been married twice, right? Belle, and then
well, she wasn't married. Well, yeah, she married Simon. Married twice and an engagement. She had an engagement with her baby daddy Dennis.
Married twice and an engagement. And I'm gonna say, you know, because again, we've all seen her fall in love on this show. We know what it looks like for her when she's in that space. Even though people don't want to give her prop, we've not seen Shamea fall in love. We don't know what that looks like for her. And right now, her marriage. And I'm not saying, because I don't believe in saying people are going to divorce or whatever the case may be. People, they meet who they're supposed to meet. They'll figure it out how they're supposed to figure it out. But it doesn't seem like they have the same
romance.
Yeah, no romance. They don't have the same energy looking at it. He seems like this really smart, conservative, guy. And she seems very... just dancing, when she's putting it on. But at the same time, I know that she has a lot of stuff that's a burden for her. She has children to worry about and things like that. So those are still pieces that I'm trying to understand about Shamea. A lot of people are talking about it. You said, right, Portia loves hard. Portia did have an African prince that bought her the Rolls
Royce. Yeah.
That was before Shamea, though? That was before Shamea met her African prince?
We don't know. What you say? What anniversary is this?
This is her 9th. Baby, let's see if we can find out what season was it that Portia left that damn Birkin on that bus when they went to Mexico. I think they went to Mexico. When did she leave the Birkin? If Shamea was truly in love, she wouldn't be on this show, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with you, friend, that this show is a lot harder than she thought. And I hate that for people. I hate when people come on and they feel like they can outsmart production and outsmart the cameras and outsmart us. Outsmart the people watching, because production is going to want us to see you fake it. Make no mistake about it.
They're saying that was season 7. She was accused of receiving the Rolls Royce from a wealthy married man during season 7. When was season 7 of RHOA?
And she got married in 2015, I believe.
Wow. Season 7 it went from November 2014 through May of 2015.
Oh my God.
Kind of parallel. It's right in there somewhere.
Oh my God. So Portia was the first with the African.
Might be.
You said Claudia told it. Oh my God. I did not know that. So everybody's screaming on Portia like, you tried to do what, blah, blah, blah. But it was Portia because, yes, I remember that season. Everybody was like, the African.
And Claudia was bringing it up, right?
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Oh, well. Oh,
y'all done started something in these comments, y'all.
And see, that's the thing. When Portia's not happy, Portia knows how to shut things down to save herself. And it doesn't appear to be the situation for Shamea. She doesn't know how to necessarily shut it down to save herself. And that's a skill. because women aren't taught that. Not everybody, anyway. Especially there's a particular generation. You're taught to grin and bear it, and it'll get better. And child, it was Valentine's Day, and Portia said, "When your ass get on a plane to go to Costa Rica, I'm gonna be up there at the divorce court filing them papers." Okay, and yeah, I don't know. I know the whole conversation was that she filed for divorce after finding out that he didn't have his paperwork, but she
Yeah.
said she didn't even know about the paperwork yet. And I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you, friend, I'll send you a message after this because someone told it to me about one of his ex-wives and not Fallon.
Fallon.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with Fallon, but someone sent it to me.
Mm.
And I my guess would be that was what something happened along those lines. And when he
Okay.
left, because remember he bought her all those gifts. She had like huge floor to ceiling teddy bears and roses. I was like,
Mhm.
that's something a man do when they're apologizing. That's not no love gift, baby. That's something else.
Okay, well, fill my cup up with tea then. I'll be looking out for that.
Yeah. I certainly will. Okay, so we got that out with the destiny swapping. And then my other question to you is, do you think that Shamia still wants to make up with Portia? Do you think that there's still something inside of her
Yep.
that wants to be friends with Portia?
Yep. I do. I
Okay.
do. I think she regrets what she said after she said it, and that's why she tried to do that fake crying in the hallway, like it was bound to come out. It had to come out. No, it didn't. And yeah, I still think she wants to be friends with her. Even in the Watch What Happens Live
Yeah.
episode, it was more
Yeah.
like treading lightly as if she still is hoping that it will happen. But baby, in the words of Nene Leakes, the door is closed, honey.
Oh,
I don't think it's happening. But I think if Portia was open to it, she
yep.
would be right there.
Yeah.
I do.
I said the same thing. I said it's not definitive for her. She really, every time someone asks, "Oh, I'm so sorry this happened," she does that doe-eyed thing and the face frown. And I'm like, girl, you still want that girl's friendship. You still pining
Mhm.
away for it. And he was like, name three things that you loved about Portia, whatever. And she had already said this previously. She said, when I hang out with Portia, she and I have the best time out of
Mhm.
anybody I have ever met. And I was like, that's hard to shake. And what did I say in my review this season? I said, somebody who can make you forget that you are in a stable eating lunch and drinking wine. Because remember, the girls they all broke off. Cynthia
Yeah.
took place, Portia took him someplace else. And K Michelle and Angela were laughing so hard they damn near hit the floor. And I said, baby, if you are around somebody who has that type of energy, who can make you forget you are eating lunch in a horse stable and the horses are right there, that ain't somebody you want to throw away. That's somebody you
Mm.
need on your speed dial. Okay.
And that's
Um,
why I didn't understand why she brought that conversation up or went there. Cause even Portia said it like, yo, I thought we could have been on. We were on the road to kind of like, mending fences, but not now. Like, I don't know what made her bring that up at that dinner. I really don't. None of it.
to put her name
Pilar, her
behind that.
mama. I don't know why she brought any of it up.
I agree.
It's
I
over now.
remember in season 16, someone did an interview with Candy. I'm not sure what it was on, so y'all have to Google it. But they were asking about Shamia's first year in her performance and blah blah blah, and she was like, I don't think that she did a good job, basically. And she was like, I told her she's gonna have to bring it and stop holding back and bring it. And I said, I'm just curious, what is she holding back? What was she holding back on?
Mhm.
But yes, I think there was a lot of people who were trying to tell her, you're going to have to do something to make your mark. And I think she thought that's what it was.
No, Shamia would have been better off coming on the show, being friends with Portia, them being shady together. Because when Shamia get in that zone with like Angela, she don't seem to be able to do that with Portia. But when she get in that zone and get funny and get shady, I like
Right.
that for her. They could have been a great duo. You know what I mean? That's what I was hoping for her. It's
You're
not like
right.
you said, I don't dislike her. I didn't not want to see her on the show. It was kind of like, okay, production, y'all didn't make this choice before, so what's different now? I was leery, but thought that she would come on. I was really hoping that it didn't impact her friendship with Portia, but here we are. So now she ain't got no friends. K Michelle cursing out every Sunday over on Twitter and all types of stuff. I don't know what she's gonna do.
Well, this upcoming episode, we're supposed to figure out what happened that caused them to break down. That's what I heard. K Michelle and
I'm looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to this Crash dummy guy that's gonna be on there. It was a Crash for Cash, or Cash for Crash, or whatever.
For Cash, yeah, Crash for Cash. George with his green beard. You know how much work that goes into dyeing your beard blonde, then putting on an extra coat of some sort of tint. Okay.
And Angela saying she's gonna be vindicated. Yeah, right. Angela saying she's gonna be vindicated. So I'm looking forward to all of it. I'm trying to. How many more episodes we got? Because I'm ready to get to this reunion.
I feel like we got. I thought 15 was it, but I think we got 17.
Okay.
I think so. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, when does the reunion air?
Y'all, I am stumped. I did not know that Portia had herself a little African before Shamia got one. It explains a lot, though. It explains a lot. Let me see. You were hoping for Laverne and Shirley. You were excited. That was one of my favorite shows. Okay.
I feel you on that.
Oh, my goodness. Nick at Night was nothing without Laverne and Shirley. Let's see. Claudia and Kenya also. Yes. Nene was making all kinds of jokes, and now Nene got herself one. As a Cancer, when it's over, it's over. I can testify to that.
Yeah.
When it's over, it's over. Y'all know my birthday was on the first day of summer, so I'm on the cusp, but I will. What? How many more we got? Did it tell you?
It didn't tell me how many more we got. Just showing that we have this episode 16, but it's not saying yet when the reunion will air. Not yet. But I'm gonna dig into it. I'm gonna try to find out.
Okay. All right, friend. Well, those are it. I want to keep you at an hour today. We didn't got to our hour, and this was a good talk too. I enjoyed it.
It was. It always is, though. We have a good time. I love when you reach out. I be like, we're gonna have fun.
Yes, this is fun. So I really am happy that you came through. You came over. You hanged out. I need everybody. If you follow me, if you like me, go ahead and follow our friend Reality Recap. Her name is Vanessa, or V with the T. Make sure you follow her on all platforms at that marquee. Okay, at that name. You said August 9th is the first episode of the reunion.
Okay, thank you.
2 episodes, right?
Yeah.
2 or 3. Okay. Thank you, Belicious. I'm happy that you guys enjoyed it and that you had a good time. You said I love you two together. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you guys. You are amazing. You said the finale is on August 2nd and the reunion is on August 9th. Okay.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Y'all are keeping us together. Thank you guys for all coming through and hanging out at the damn cookout. Make sure y'all grab yourself a paper plate and some foil. Get all the food, get all the things up. Okay. Hold on. I got Miss Marley up here, child. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, thank you guys for coming over and hanging out with me and Vanessa. I love when she comes over to chit chat and we discover new things like we did today. Please hit the like button, share the video, follow me on all platforms at DYANAROZAY. If you are not a subscriber of mine, become one by hitting that button and make sure your notification bells are on. And until the next one, y'all, bye-bye.